All right, so this is the third time, well, third Sunday anyway, because last Sunday I tapped on the video before. Anyway, long story short, maybe you caught that. Uh, yeah, so here I am. The last week, the other video started playing as a feedback as I tapped on a video. I don't even know how to explain that. So there are two videos for last week, but this is the third time I'm doing it, and so far so good. I don't know if I should have flipped the video, but hey, it's good enough for now. For zero people watching, I don't know. I'm wondering whether to do this on Facebook because I do have a lot of friends out there that by now would be tuning in. I just wanted to keep, not like have all these scattered posts everywhere. And if I wanted to reach more or different people here on YouTube, maybe I'd keep everybody here. But I think Facebook people don't even know. Like when YouTube videos are embedded elsewhere, they don't think that they're leaving, that there's a YouTube video embedded on Facebook. They still think they're on Facebook. So I guess I'll post this video later and I don't know, I might try to do live here a few more times. And if anybody feels like saving, I'll try to do this at Sunday at noon. So if anybody feels like, if not, then I might as well just post a video that is not live. Yeah, so what's new? Life on water. Since this past week, it was very hot. I don't know if it was like that everywhere, but I think so. I think it was just hot everywhere. And I'm working at the Annapolis Boat Show, part of the water cruise. So we're putting together these floats. It's really cool. They have about 500 floats, these huge platforms. They're like 20 by 40 or something, like pontoons. And they all get stacked up on land. Then about a month heading to the boat show, we start the splash, and like a crane that pulls it out of the truck and puts it in the water, and then we go with these ropes and link them together, and then a little boat brings them all the way to the other side of where we are there, Car Creek here in Annapolis. And it's pretty remote. There's like so beautiful, so serene, very nature, a lot of just nature all around. It's like a super protected area with just green everywhere. I know the Naval Academy is right next to it. And there's an eagle that passes by sometimes. Very, very, very cool. There's like a lot of wildlife around, very peaceful. But it's so hot that they let us out like 1 or 2 p.m. For like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Because at one point you're just like just standing there sweating. I have this huge freaking hat on. Everybody's got you know their own hat. Well, not everybody, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Don't know how everybody else is doing out there, getting ready for a possible hit from hurricane. I don't know if it's very clickbaity to be just thinking about, you know, everybody's talking about the hurricane. Hurricane Lee is coming, and I don't think, I mean, knock on wood, not, don't think it's going to be anything crazy here, because we had the other one, and my friend who's in North Carolina said they were, they got it pretty strong. We up here, there's like just a nice little breeze. I hope there's nothing crazy. I'm thinking this is a pretty good hurricane hole. Annapolis, just in general, like I don't know, in general, like if you're out of the creeks, then you kind of exposed to some fetch from the Chesapeake Bay, but then you go into the creeks, you know, the little offshoots, and this place here is absolutely the chilliest, super calm. Yeah, things are good. Um, I thought of something to do today that would possibly be interesting, is to hop on the dinghy and show you, because I'm very proud of my work too, the battery box that I made for the dinghy, and I finally soldered yesterday. I that was the biggest project, yes, to solder the Anderson plugs, so that I'm not like with pliers there all the time, hooking it up to the dinghy and to the trolling motor, which arrived. Yeah, it had arrived already last time. But then, you know, like these vice grips, I'd have them vice grips to the battery. But you know, it's this way is a lot nicer. Uh, yeah. So these things are kind of some things are kind of second nature now. Living, you know, on water, it's just, you know, you kind of leave the boat, you're already thinking of taking out the trash and um, grabbing the water, or should I grab this or that? It's nice that at the marina here, where I just take a very short dinghy ride, the marina that works with the boat show, I'm able to get proper showers in there, which I did this morning, and laundry, so very convenient, thankfully. And I'll probably be here. But we're like almost mid-September, so another month. Yeah, because a couple of weeks until 2 or 3 weeks until the show, so maybe a little over a month. So yeah, I don't even know how many updates I can do. Maybe I'll do just like, you know, 5 minutes or something every. There are more people that watch after the fact, so that's what makes me think that I don't know if it makes that much sense to do live, especially because YouTube, I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, so it's private until this ends, the live ends, and then I have to make it public. Um, but that's cool, you know. It's just testing it out. Um, I think it's good anyway, like I mentioned before, because I'm not that good at writing stuff down that's happening over the week. So it's good to have at least some sort of record. So, you know, later on when I end up assembling, hopefully I'll get to assemble all this footage I'm collecting. I'll have some sort of a storyline to go back to if I want to. Oh, when was that really? That happened. Yeah, there's yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's cool. So I'll show you the dinghy box, the dinghy battery box, yeah, in a little bit. Yeah, this week was fun. There's some I love everybody at work. You know, there's some real funny characters who showed me a couple of the cool pubs around. There's one pub that you get to, also very close here by Dinghy, where all the famous YouTubers, I guess, that will stop by, and a lot of the cruisers who have been doing this for a long time will go to that pub, and then there's another one, and then they want to get me a gig in one of them to at least, you know, just play for the coworkers at this Irish pub. They had is that the Kilkenny? I think that's the name of the beer. That we had to go to this place and just walk 20 minutes to it. So many bars like waterfront, but we walked to that one because the I think the beer had nitrous or nitrous based or something. I'm not a beer connoisseur, but it was delicious. It was really delicious. So that was worthy, and that might be the place where I end up playing. Yeah. Let's see. I did take some notes. Otherwise, ADD goes rampant here. Um, yeah, so far so good. There's no, I was a little concerned about doing labor work. Not that concerned. I mean, there's labor work all the time on the boat to do, especially sailing. It's up and down all the time, doing stuff. But I was a little concerned because I've never, officially worked in a place where I'm supposed to just know whatever power tools they throw at me. And it's not like that really. Like they're safe enough to kind of make sure you know how to use that thing. Uh, there's like these big bolts to connect the floats. So I had the ratchet, right? The ratchet. Um, that's not the name. Impact gun. It's the screwdriver. That one. Um, that's pretty heavy duty. Oh yeah, another project I did this week. This is for the cat. Eventually, there used to be a hoodie, and I took the hoodie off, and then this thing was kind of fell off, so I just sewed it back together. Yeah, I did a lot of sewing this week, but no boo-boos so far, except for, yeah, it was a big splinter in my finger. It's interesting that I didn't bring any work shoes, like those, hard toes, whatever they're called. I love Crocs, man. Crocs for life. These things are just the best. I had a broken toe that wouldn't heal for years until I started wearing Crocs, and it just gives me plenty of room. Never had can't say I never had a problem, but as long as I'm wearing Crocs, I'm fine. Then sometimes, but they were like, that's not a proper shoe to work, and we got liability and blah blah blah. So I have like this water shoe, sort of a water shoe. Uh, that's, I guess, because it looks like a sneaker, it's better, but I don't think that my toes are protected on that one. At least it doesn't squish my toes and makes them hurt. So that's okay. Yeah, so let's see. Before I head out there to Dingy, this week is my kid's 20th birthday, and I want to take her out for sushi in New York. So trying to scrape up a ride, put it on Craigslist rideshare, and but they're gonna let me know midweek, and I do need to make better plans than that. It's like a lot of things that could be hinging on that. So if anybody knows of a lead, let me know. Uh, yeah, we'll head out hopefully on Saturday, and I'll grab my car and just come back on Sunday. After obviously having had dinner with my kid, and I'm thinking of doing some food shopping there too, because today my coworkers here scored us a ride to go to the Giant, which is same color, same franchise as Stop and Shop. It looks like the same thing, but here's Giant. And I put my phone number there, and they found me, so it's definitely the same people's. Same chain. So expensive. Everything was like at least 30% more than in New York. I would say some things were definitely double the price, and it was really strange because I don't even remember that being the case in Florida. So it may be just because Eastport here nearby is not Eastport, Annapolis is not that, doesn't have that many options. I think they might be the only grocery store around here. So they they do what they do. Oh yeah, big other update. So I'll tell you while we go there. I had I don't know if you remember, but autopilot saga. You know, how I even got here hand steering was because my autopilot died and there are no parts for it ever anywhere. So I've been still thinking about getting, I need to go to a machine shop to get the little gear that is plastic, made it out of metal, because that is supposedly the only thing that Raymarine did differently. So let's see what we will, okay. Let me turn this. That is Samba. Just right here. I just got out of it, so I didn't put the cover back on. I'm gonna try to not fall in while trying to get a good shot. Let's see, I'll put you over here for now. I hop on. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. All right, so just cover this up. And so that's the trolling motor. That is the trolling motor. And the plug that I made for it is this. So it just came with, this is called an Anderson plug. That's also called an Anderson plug. So yeah, these things have to be soldered in. Yeah, and so I put, yeah, so what I made, not yesterday, I only put the Anderson plug, which is rated for 50 amps, around 50 amps, or I don't know if any more than that. So yeah, I put a little voltage meter, is that what it's called? This here, I guess some of us older folks would remember this as a 12 volt, I'm sorry, a cigarette lighter plug. So this is for, which I don't have here, it's on the boat. Oh yeah, look, Electra. For a little bilge pump, tiny little bilge pump, just so I can bail it automatically. And for water. Then a little USB plug, which I don't think it should be using it very often, but you know, I never know, case of emergency. And this area here only works when I plug this, when I turn this on. And I also put some LED in here, so you know, imagine you're out there and it gets dark. I mean, I should also put other lights, but yep. So this yeah, this here just cut out with a box cutter, teensy battery. I'm not sure how to hold this in place, but I guess this is okay. I'll just throw the rest of the solder that I have on these. I'm sure there's something else that's more official that you would use for that, but I just put a blob of solder there. I hope it'll stay. Thankfully, this motor, I went back to 36 pound thrust. So then I can just use the 40 amp plug. And I guess that's it. You know, it's definitely a lot nicer to just come here and plug this in, and then that is already working. So yeah, this place is really nice. So oh yeah, check it out. It's super calm, super calm. I think there's even some wind out there, because I do see some sailboats leaving. But it's like, most of the time it's like glass. Very protected. I don't know what else. I think that's about it for this week. And again, you know, then it'll be like a half a dozen people during the week. Oh yeah, I watched your update, blah, 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 blah. which is really cool, and I appreciate you coming out here afterwards. But I guess if you want to hang out with me at the same time that I'm doing this, you can do it next Sunday at noon. Or maybe suggest a better time. Think, Sunday at noon, everybody's hungover or whatever. I could probably think of another time. To me, it doesn't matter, really. This week was, yeah, it was pretty funny. One of our friends who was out here, instead of grabbing my phone number to go hang out, he's shooting fireworks out of here. It's pretty funny. Anyway, all right, cool. I might just start making videos that are not live, because then I think these live videos, they even get hidden somewhere. It's not like it's easy to see them when you first come to my channel. So, but maybe I'll try a few more times. Okay, all right, thanks for watching it anyway. I'll see you later.